Hello everybody and welcome to week number 2 of the Parrot Puzzler. As I look out of the window, it's a beautiful day, skies are blue, birds are singing, the trees are getting greener and greener every week. It's great. So shall we crack on with the quiz? So we've got 20 questions. I'll run through all 20 questions for you, and then at the end we'll go through all the answers and we'll see who wins. So question 1, you might want to pause it after I finish the question because it's a bit of a thinker. So, question 1, how many US states begin with the letter N? N for Norman. If you can name them all, or few, extra point for you, that's up to you. Question 2, what is the national animal of Scotland? Some say they're not a real animal, but you have to believe. Question 3. What is the most used noun in written English? It's a tough one, this. I wouldn't have a clue, but I can give you a clue, and that is we've all got lots of it right now. Question 4. Who wears the red shirt in the Tour de France? Who wears the red shirt in the Tour de France? Question 5. In a deck of playing cards, which king doesn't have a moustache? I can't say I've ever looked at them that closely. I wouldn't have a clue. You got 1 in 4 guess, I guess. Question 6. How many episodes of Fawlty Towers were ever made? Classic from the 70s, I think, 80s maybe. Very funny. How many were made? Question 7, bit of a niche question. Who is the biggest producer of tyres? Who's the world's biggest producer of tyres? Maybe a trick question. Question 8. Who was the author of the Da Vinci Code? I actually think we have a couple of copies of that behind me. It's a pretty famous book though. Should know the answer to that one. Question 9, football fans out there, which country won the Football World Cup in 1982 and 2006? Question 10, maths question. What is 1/4 of 180? A quarter of 180. Question 11. Who had a hit in 1981 with Tainted Love? Good tune. Question 12. Bruce Wayne is the real name of which comic book hero? I think that's pretty easy. Question 13. In which century was Christopher Columbus born? I wouldn't have got this right. I thought it was later than this. But I guess famous explorer. When was he born? Which century? Question 14. In Scrabble, how many points is the letter J worth? Again, more than I thought. Question 15. In which city did Romeo and Juliet live? You wouldn't want to be there now. Question 16. The Power of Love was a hit song from which 1985 film? Awesome film series. Okay. Question 17. Who was the first ever winner of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? I think it was in like 2001 or 2002. It's a long time ago. Question 18. What type of food is nori? What type of food is nori? I can't give you any clues on that one, really. Question 19. Another maths question. How many hours in 4 days? quick sums. And question 20. The sitcom Frasier is set in which US city? That's it. 20 questions done. How'd you do? You want some answers? We can do that. Right. Question 1. How many US states begin with the letter N? 6. 6. So we'll tackle all the news. New York, New Mexico, New Jersey, New Hampshire. And then you have Nevada and Nebraska. Yeah, got a few. Question 2. What is the national animal of Scotland? It's a unicorn. Who knew? But like I say, you have to believe. Question 3. What is the most used noun in written English? It's time. Like I said, I never would have got that. Well done if you did. Question 4. Who wears the red shirt in the Tour de France? Is the rider in last place? Self-explanatory, really. Question 5. In a deck of playing cards, which king doesn't have a moustache? It's the King of Hearts, apparently. I will be checking that out next time I have playing cards in my hand. Question 6. How many episodes of Fawlty Towers were ever made? Just 12. It's such a classic, but only 12 episodes made. Maybe Basil needed a lay down. Okay, question 7. Who is the biggest producer of tyres in the world? It's Lego. Lego make more car tyres than Bridgestone and Goodyear, all the others. Lego. Question 8. Who was the author of the Da Vinci Code? So, Dan Brown. I don't know if it's obvious. I'm not a reader, but even I knew the answer to that. Which country won the Football World Cup in 1982 and 2006? Was Italy. Yeah, good for them. Question 10. What is 1/4 of 180? Well, 1/2 is 90, and half of that is 45. So 1/4, 45. Question 11. Who had a hit in 1981 with Tainted Love? Was Soft Cell. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening with that tune stuck in your head. Question 12. Bruce Wayne is the real name of which comic book hero? Is, of course, Batman. Couldn't have been anyone else, really. Question 13. In which century was Christopher Columbus born? It's the 15th century. I didn't realise it was so early. I would have guessed like 18th something. Question 14. In Scrabble, how many points is the letter J worth? It's worth 8. Not bad. Question 15. In which city did Romeo and Juliet live? They lived in Verona. Nice. But I wouldn't want to be there now. Question 16. The Power of Love was a hit song from which 1985 film? Was, of course, Back to the Future with Doc and Marty McFly. Question 17. Who was the first ever winner of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Was Tony Blackburn. Some of you youngsters may not have heard of Tony Blackburn. Old school radio DJ. He won the first ever series, long time ago. Question 18. What type of seafood is nori? It's a seaweed. Use it a lot in sushi. Question 19. How many hours in 4 days? It's 96. 96. Although, at the moment, it feels like there's 96 hours in 1 day. Anyway, last question. The sitcom Frasier is set in which US city? It's set in Seattle. Seattle. So that's your 20 questions, everyone. How'd you all do? Message below. Let me know how you got on. Yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. Obviously, VE Day coming up this weekend. Are you guys up to much? Having party picnics in your front gardens? Putting up some bunting and flags? What are you guys up to? Yeah, hopefully we'll get some flags up around the Parrot, make it look a little bit festive for the weekend and show our appreciation. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing okay, staying safe, keep washing your hands, keep social distancing, stay at home, and yeah, stay safe everyone. Take care.